Welcome back to Rooted Grace Garden, your go-to for expert gardening tips, plant care, and creating beautiful, peaceful outdoor spaces. You know, lately I've been hearing the same question come up again and again. Should I start growing my own food? And I understand why.
With everything going on, questions about food, where it comes from, how it's handled, people are starting to look at their own backyard just a little differently, not out of fear, but out of a desire for confidence, for connection, and for a little more control over what they're putting on their table. And for me, that question takes me back to stories my father and my grandmother used to tell about something called Victory Gardens, and even before that, Liberty Gardens. And today I want to walk you through that journey because what we're seeing now isn't new. It's a return to what worked. During World War I, families planted what were called Liberty Gardens, and later, during World War II, those became known as Victory Gardens. These weren't just backyard hobbies. They were essential. Families grew their own food to reduce pressure on public supply chains. But for many Black families, especially in the Jim Crow South and in northern cities, these gardens meant something even deeper. They represented self-reliance, community strength, and the ability to provide even when systems weren't built to support them. And that idea, it still matters today, maybe now more than ever. I remember one summer, my dad looked at me and said, "Come on, we're planting something." We planted potatoes, onions, peppers, and squash right there in the yard. And I didn't think much of it at the time, but I remember checking those plants every single day, watching them grow, getting excited over the smallest changes. And what I didn't realize then was that he wasn't just teaching me how to garden, he was teaching me how to provide, how to be patient, and how to trust the process of growing something for yourself. And now, fast forward to today, that same spirit is showing up again, not because we have to, but because we want to. Because growing your own food gives you something that's hard to put into words. It gives you peace of mind. It gives you connection, and it reminds you that you are capable of more than you think. And one of the most beautiful ways this shows up today is through community gardens right here in the Painted Prairie area of Aurora, Colorado. There are 4 incredible spaces carrying this legacy forward. We have Indian Paintbrush Gardens, Columbine Gardens, Sunflower Gardens, and Primrose Gardens. Each one is unique, but all rooted in the same idea that growing food and growing community go hand in hand. There's something so peaceful about this first space. Welcome to Columbine Gardens, nestled here in Lilac Park. This garden feels intentional, almost like every plot has been thoughtfully placed with care. You can see how structure and creativity come together. There are 18 plots that feel organized, but still have the potential full of life and personality. And that's what I love about spaces like this. They remind us that gardening doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. It just has to be nurtured. Now this one feels like expression. This is Indian Paintbrush Gardens at High Prairie Park. There's a creativity here that
Good
really
morning.
stands out. Every plot feels like its own little story. Different colors, different textures, different approaches, all coming together in one shared space. It's a reminder that gardening isn't just about growing food. It's also about growing something that reflects you.
It's so beautiful. Wow. Wow, so many tomatoes. Wow. It's so beautiful. um, can I just take a video of that right there? Thank you.
And then we have this bright, welcoming space. This is Sunflower Gardens at Honeysuckle Park. There's something about this garden that just feels joyful. It's open, it's vibrant, and it has this energy that makes you want to stay a while. This is the kind of place that invites you in, whether you're an experienced gardener or just getting started. And that's the beauty of community gardens. They meet you exactly where you are. And finally, we arrive here. This is Primrose Gardens, located along the Greenway. There's a quiet sense of connection in this space. You can feel it. People coming together, tending to their plots, sharing knowledge, sharing time. And in a world that moves so fast, places like this remind us to slow down, to grow something meaningful, and to do it together. We're living in a time where convenience is everywhere, but connection, that takes intention. And gardening gives us that. It slows us down, it teaches us patience, and it gives us a sense of confidence that no grocery store ever could. Because when you grow something yourself, you know exactly what went into it, and that kind of peace of mind is something more and more people are starting to value. So when I think about those stories my father told and those days planting potatoes and onions and peppers, and I look at these community gardens today, I see the same thing. I see resilience, I see legacy, I see people choosing to take ownership of their food in their own way. So I'd love to know, when was the first time you started growing your own food? Who or what was your inspiration? Let me know in the comments.
See you in the next video. Subscribe, like, and share your thoughts below for more simple gardening tips and beautiful garden ideas.